Storyblocks.
On Blitz, we have junior running back for the Dawson County Tigers, Cody McBrayer. Cody, thank you so much for your time on Blitz. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about you kind of became that emerging running back star last year for Dawson County. So you go from year one as a starter to year two. What's been the biggest adjustments that you've made to your game, improvements, maybe some hard work that you put in?
I would say one of the main improvements would definitely be the mindset. That's the majority of the game is, you make a bad play. If you keep thinking about it and you don't forget about it, then you're gonna keep messing up.
Mm-hmm.
When stuff hits the fan, you've got to let it go and keep moving on. And it's really the mindset part and the maturity over the years. And that's what I'm starting to realize more and more as I get older. Starting halfway through the season as a freshman running back,
mm-hmm.
it was an eye opener for sure coming from middle school. But over the years I've learned that something bad happens, you got to forget it and you got to move on, and it just comes with the maturity part and the improvements. You got to always keep working hard, stay humble, and never be negative with your team. Always give good feedback. It's always good to have a good support around you,
mm-hmm.
and just keep grinding and have that grit about you.
Yeah, so let's rewind to last week, getting that dub over Banks County. That was nice after coming so close the first two games. But what was that like for you guys to not only get that first win for yourselves, but also for JBO?
It was amazing. I can remember losing against East. It hurt me pretty bad, and it hurt others on the team. And it was kind of like, all right, let's go now. We're ready now. Let's go. And one thing here at Dawson, we're a relentless football team. And we're gonna chase after the football no matter what. We're a hard-nosed football team, and we're gonna come at you every single play.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not gonna stop till the last second of the game. And we went on next week to East Jackson, played a hard-fought game, ended up in a loss, and then we had that big win against Banks, and it was kind of like a relief. It was almost like, okay, we're good. We had a few mental mistakes against East. We're good now. We got a refresher going in to play Pickens. And it's a really good way to get in a good mindset and kind of that relief to, okay, let's go to win Monday. Let's get our mindsets right, and let's get ready to go win again against Pickens.
Yeah, definitely. So talk about, again, with Coach Shaw, when you first heard he was taking the job, as an offensive player or defensive, like anyone on the team is going to be like, hey, I got to find out what this guy's all about. So talk through what that was like when you heard. What was your homework like when you kind of looked him up, and then when you realized, hey, this guy loves to score points on offense? How'd that make you feel?
Yes, sir. I was really excited. I didn't know at the time that he was really legit, and I was really excited that he was a mainly offensive guy, offensive scheme. And I always work hard. I always earn my way, earn my respect, and that's kind of grew within Dawson County. That's how our motto is around here. That's how we are. That's how we're built. And if you want something, you've got to go get it.
Yeah.
And when I heard about Coach Shaw coming, it was a new opportunity, and the whole team as a whole, we took that opportunity, and we were like, all right, let's get to work. We need to not only prove ourselves that we are a good football team after coming back from a 4-6 record last year. We can bounce back. Let's get to work. And it was more of a refresher, like, let's get to work. And
you mentioned that sort of like when you found out, you felt like, oh, we gotta earn it. What's that like for you, like going from a starting running back and then a new coach come in? Do you kind of feel like I gotta elevate my game and show him that I'm the best running back option?
For sure, it was an amazing opportunity. It was like you've had a great sophomore season. You had a pretty good, decent freshman season. Mm-hmm. As a freshman starting varsity halfway through the season, but it was like, all right, you need to stay humble because he's coached some pretty elite players in the past, and it's really an eye-opener to how there's levels of this game, mm-hmm. and you can always improve. And it was really a mindset like flip. It was like a light switch. It was like, all right, you need to lock in. And you need to prove not only to yourself, but to the coach and this team around you. And let's turn the season around going into my junior year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Talk about what the dynamic of this team, because you've lost so many players from last year that were veteran leaders that graduated. So when you lose that many players, but you also bring back veteran players now like yourself and Gunner at quarterback, and there's other guys too, Dylan Edwards. But what's that like when you have this dynamic of you got the veteran players, then you've got so many young guys just getting their feet wet? What's that like?
Yeah, well, on the young players, they do a phenomenal job here recently on scout team, just giving us an amazing look, and we go hand in hand, just as iron sharpens iron. You know, we're constantly making each other better, because you know some of the best teams have a really good scout team, and that's just sharpening the varsity team as well as sharpening the younger guys. And you know the dynamic around here, it's pretty nice, and over the years it's gotten stronger and it's forming. So
awesome. Well, congrats on what's been a great career for you. It's hard to believe you're already almost near the middle of your junior year, but wish you the best of luck going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.